incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Stroud to throw it.
To Mixon on the check down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud working out of the gun.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now it's Nix.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you look at the defense for these Texans.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Nix.
His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
All right.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No. Hey, uno.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. Wallace. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To throw, here's Nix. Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Wallace. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Nix from the shotgun.
And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nix to the air.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Stroud looking to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
South.
Here's Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Nix. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing Nix.
And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Now it's Mixon running right. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And Stroud now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the quick, right?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
All right.
Mixing up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff up the middle. Wallace.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. He's able to find Wallace. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, ready.
Stroud to throw it.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Robbie. Hey.
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, uno more.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Still on his feet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game. It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Hey, uno.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
2J.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Wallace. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Nix.
He finds his man complete. That's Wallace.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. It's Wallace.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Nix.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw, here's Nix.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It's the score, Broncos 28, Texans 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Stroud off the play fake.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Why Tony?
Throwing now is Stroud.
It fights him off. Flushed out right.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stroud looking to throw.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here we go, let's go.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
11.
Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
To throw is Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. Wallace. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A nice little juke, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important, and now you're seeing guys with their hands.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 35, Texans 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south. Hey, south. 19 Texas. Hey.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Speed left. Buggy.
Stroud working out of the gun. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wallace.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. Wallace. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Wallace. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Stroud now to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here.